Hi, my name's Toby Ballion, and I have the Buenavista Rural Club here at Rancho Buenavista. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're getting lots of new views at the moment, which is great because of some fantastic work that we're doing with Rafti, and Rafti is in Bangladesh, and he's doing some great work with us on YouTube, getting us new views and new subscribers. Thanks very much, Rafti, and good job. Anyway, so if you are new to the channel, I'm Toby. I'm from Tenerife, from northwest Tenerife, Buenavista, which is a beautiful place on this incredible subtropical island. If you don't know Tenerife, have a look it up in Google, see where we are. We're just off the coast of West Africa, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And we have the most fantastic climate here. The Buenavista Rural Club is a 248,000 square meter farm, slap bang in the middle of the Teno Rural Park, a protected area of outstanding natural beauty. Come and see us. We've got lots of projects going on, so subscribe, follow us, you'll enjoy it. Well, there's so many things going on at the moment. I'm working on the bedroom floor. I'm trying to finish the pillar on the outside. We're looking at getting some irrigation and some 220 volt electricity through so that we can fuel the pumps for the water, so we can get the water up. But first of all, we have to repair the tank. There's a swirl of activity, and it's very difficult to stay focused when there's so much activity and so many different things going on with so many different people. We've also been looking at the bees this week. Juan Miel came. So these are the bees. And Juan is the beekeeper.
Todo esto es estirado, que lo tienen estirado. Aquí se ve, están empezando a subir para la parte alta.
They're going
Tienen
from
los
below
cuadros,
to the top.
cuadros
Now they're
estirados.
beginning to develop the honeycombs on the top sections and the bottom sections. I'm wearing no protection at all here whilst filming this, and right next to the hives. So is David here. Right there.
Can you take it off?
Stuck it in the ear. There.
Thanks.
There it is. So here we have onions and leeks and corn. And over there we have the oats for the porridge. No, really for the feeding the horses. And then the horse is going to go down below, down in the next one down. Juan Miel came and was looking at the bees, checking them out. He came down. We were lucky enough to be able to accompany him down there this very same week. David came from London, David with the coffee, and he is got some new plants which he brought, and he's planting them. The ones which he did last time haven't been eaten, like the first lot. So the experiment of the protective cage has worked. He's been able to plant some new ones, bigger plants as well, more mature plants, which is great. And we're devising a new way of protecting them, those bigger plants, with rabbit wire fence. Of course, Vistor continues to be very active here on the farm. My friend, what's up? The farm wouldn't be the same without him. And he's up here all the time, of course. Come rain and shine, looking after the place.
Look here at the avocados that are growing on this tree. Can you see them? There are many things. They're going to turn into whacking great bowling ball avocados.
What else have we been doing? Well, we're preparing, obviously, to bring by far the goat up here. So we're doing some fencing work still and trying to get that to completion. That in itself is quite a task, and bringing things up like cable and pipes that we're going to lay for the electrical and the irrigation. So the generator is going to live into this room here, the garage, and over here in the corner, this cable goes up into the barn, and this will be plugged into the generator, this end, and the current will take off up that way. Follow me. So the cable comes out of here from the garage, up over the door to here, and from here it goes in through the wall at the top there into the toilet, the other side of the wall. This will be the ladies, and so that cable comes out of the wall there, and there'll be a socket on this wall, and then it goes over the top into the gents, where there'll be another socket here somewhere, and then it disappears down here into the ground, where months ago we left a electrical conduit reinforced, that's made of metal so it can't be pierced. That emerges here in the kitchen, in the second kitchen, down here in the cooking kitchen, and it comes out of the floor there and terminates there. That's as long as the cable was. This will be connected with a plug here. There'll be some sockets here, and then it'll connect into this cable here, which goes under the ground through here. And this is where we have a problem, because the conduit doesn't go all the way across to the other side. It terminates here in the middle. So we should explain what we're doing here. This cable is the 220 volt line, which is going to come from the generator in the garage, in the new garage. So I left a cable tube coming underneath the wall, but unfortunately it only came to here, alongside the drain. I made a little hole in the drain here, so I have to fix that now. But I'm taking this cable up to the wall here, and then we'll continue the cable run around the house. Anyway, we were able to hear it. I've broken a hole through here now, and this is the cable, which is going to go up this wall here, and from here it's going to go around the kitchen. That's what's next. So here from the kitchen, we come to this cable which runs along the top. There'll be a plug or two here in this kitchen itself. This is the washing up kitchen, probably in that corner over here. plug here or here. And then it comes on the outside across to here. There'll be a beam here. It'll go across here with a roof. And I'm coming in a future episode. And the cable comes down to here to where the water trough is. Here there's a plug so that we can plug in the 220 volt pump that will take the water up that way to the water tank. And then from here it goes into the bedroom, and from then it will go into the other bedrooms and round with the electric to here. So that'll have 220 volts in this bedroom here eventually. That is as far as that cable reached today. So we've now used all the cable that we brought up from Puerto and have arrived. So we're done for today. Circuit. So thank you, David, for your help today. We got the
Pleasure.
circuit in. That's good. So next time you're here, there'll be 220 volts around the Rancho Buenavista. We'll be able to run dishwashers, washing machines, fridges. No, I'm only joking. It's going to be from the generator, so it will be for a few minutes to heat water or hoover or do that kind of thing. So all of this work is ongoing. Very exciting. Meanwhile, we go on with mechanical work, trying to get the red tractor fixed. Finally, I've found somebody who can do the blacksmithing for me, and I'm very grateful to him for having done me a sample. So that now we need to get the right number of blades so we can fit them on the Kirsten tractor. And that obviously saves us a lot of money because we don't have to bring the blades over from the UK or import them from Germany. We could modify Spanish blades through the blacksmith. Well, I finally got here at long last. I had an adventurous time in El Amparo, and it turns out that my blacksmith friend who did my things is Karen Chesant's son. Because when I turned up at his house, I turned up at Karen's house, and I thought, I know this house. And there we go. But it's taken 3 different blacksmiths to find one that's able to do it. The tractor mechanic was up yesterday. He took all the pieces out. We've got them soaking in a bucket now of diesel, fuel, gas oil to get them degreased and cleaned up. And we're going to clean up the axle and get that tractor fixed as quickly as possible so that we can start to clear the land again before we get overwhelmed. Not that we're not already overwhelmed, of course, because everything here is just fast and furious. So we've had the bees, we've had the coffee, we're getting prepared for the goat, we're trying to finish off the pillar work, we're doing the mechanics on the tractor. We fixed the other tractor, the Harley Davidson tractor, that's still got one tire old and one tire new, so it's got mismatched wheels. I'm gonna go to the scrapyard and try and buy a pair of mini wheels, Mini Cooper wheels, because apparently they fit on those tractors and they are the best things for them. So I'll be looking for that next week. So lots of things going on. What I'd really like is for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow us in our adventures. We'd really like you to be part of our extended family. One of the most important things is to turn your virtual experience into reality by coming and visiting us in Tenerife. You'd be very welcome to come and spend a morning or an afternoon on the farm with us and look around, bring this fantastic experience to life and really see the beauty of the place we're in. So leave a comment below, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Bye.